All right, today we're diving into a product called EchoXen. It's making some pretty big claims about supporting your hearing health. So we're going to break down what's on its official product page to really understand what it is, what they say is inside it, and what the company promises it can actually do. You know, the product's website kicks off with this question, and I think it's something a lot of us can relate to. It's not just about hearing things clearly, is it? It's about finding a little bit of mental peace when the world just feels so loud all the time. This is exactly the problem that EchoXen positions itself to solve. So let's start with this whole idea of a quest for clarity. The source material really frames this as a common, frustrating journey a lot of people are on. We're going to look at how EchoXen presents itself as the answer at the end of that quest. And here's a direct quote they use, really trying to connect with that frustration. When they say they understand the frustration, they're trying to position EchoXen as more than just another supplement. It's meant to sound like a solution born out of empathy, which really sets the stage for what the formula is all about. Okay, so now that they've laid out the problem, we get to their solution. Let's take a look at how the official page actually defines what EchoXen is. So there it is, the core definition right from the source. And you'll notice it's really a three-part claim: better hearing, sharper focus, and more balanced energy. They also make a point of saying it's a natural liquid formula, which they claim helps your body absorb it faster. And now we get to the good stuff, right? What's actually in this bottle? The website says it's a blend of 18 different plant extracts. So let's break down the key ingredients and see what the company says each one does. Okay, so the formula starts with these two pairs. First up, you've got mucuna pruriens and maca root, which are supposedly in there to help calm down the nervous system. Then they've included epimedium and tribulus terrestris, which they say are all about tackling neuroinflammation and fighting off damage from free radicals. Next up in the lineup is Dong Quai, which they interestingly call a powerful ear tonic that helps preserve brain cell health. And that's paired with moira puama and ginger, which get a shout out for being packed with antioxidants and for their supposed role in nerve renewal. The list keeps going. We've got kedwaba powder and damiana, which are linked to helping with blood circulation. And then, leaning into that focus claim, you'll see ashwagandha and piperine. They're specifically included, they say, to boost mental clarity and help you stay attentive. Now, this is interesting. The formula also seems to have a detox component. Sarsaparilla root and asparagus are in there to supposedly help clean out the nervous system. And this is all backed up by some essential vitamins and zinc, which are claimed to directly boost your hearing by keeping those connections between neurons strong. And finally, to round out the whole formula, we've got two important amino acids, L-tyrosine and L-arginine. According to the website, their job is to help maintain a healthy blood pressure and give you a bit of a mood boost. So, after that long list of ingredients, the website shifts gears into what it calls the EchoXen promise. This whole section is really about building trust and trying to calm any concerns you might have about quality or safety. And here are those promises, laid out nice and simple. They state the formula is 100% natural, it's easy to use, it's non-GMO, and it's gluten-free. And, maybe most importantly for some people, they make a point to say there are no stimulants and it's not habit-forming. All right, now for the part you're probably wondering about, the practical stuff. The official page has an FAQ section to cover the most common questions someone might have. So let's walk through those. First things first, how do you actually use this stuff? What's the daily routine look like? The instructions are actually pretty simple. It's 1 milliliter, which they say is about 2 full droppers, just once a day. You hold it under your tongue for about 30 seconds before you swallow. That method is supposed to help it get into your system a little bit faster. Okay, this is the big one, right? How long before you can actually expect to feel a difference? Let's see what the website says. So, the source says that most people start noticing changes in their focus, clarity, and energy in about 2 to 4 weeks. But they also recommend giving it a full 90 days of consistent use to really let your body get the full claimed benefits of the formula. Now, for a really critical question, is this stuff safe? Where is it made? And what kind of standards are they following? Well, according to the website, EchoXen is made right here in the USA, in a facility that is GMP certified and registered with the FDA. They do also note that while it's made to be well tolerated, it's always a good idea to check with your doctor before starting anything new, especially if you have a pre-existing medical condition. All right, let's talk about the price tag. The official site gives you 3 different packages to choose from. And as you can see, the more you buy, the cheaper each bottle gets. They're definitely pushing the 6-bottle, 180-day supply as the best value, bringing the cost down to $49 a bottle with free shipping. And to help you feel a bit more confident about trying it, the company offers a 60-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. This is a pretty common way for them to lower the financial risk if you're on the fence. And finally, we have to mention the official disclaimer that's right there on the product page. It's really important to know that it clearly states these claims have not been evaluated by the FDA, and the product is not meant to diagnose, treat, or cure any disease. This is a standard thing you'll see on dietary supplements in the US. So we end with this final question from the source material, which is really designed to get you thinking. It kind of brings everything full circle, tying all the product details back to that very personal desire for clarity and for a better connection to the world and the sounds around you.